Hey guys, so this is just a normal, not so normal day of us being stuck at a delivery for a long time. So this is me actually before we could get to a truck stop because we had actually showered the night before and did everything. So I got up and I'm just showing you how this works for me when I felt like, okay, let me just go ahead and brush my teeth and do everything at the moment. So as you can see, I take my essentials, brush my teeth and everything, and I'm just taking a clean water bottle and rinsing my mouth and everything. And since we was just parked, like in a grass area waiting for to be called into the dock, I decided to like take advantage of being right there. Um, he was also in the truck at the moment, and I just decided that because I'm right there, let me just go ahead and do everything right there. And I wanted to get some sun and some fresh air, but where we were at actually was kind of compact. It was a lot of trucks around, a lot of things going on. So I just decided to take advantage of being right there. So what you see right there is me just doing my morning hygiene. Now, if you've been rocking and rolling with us for quite some time, you know that I really don't put on a lot of makeup, like hardly ever. Like when you see me makeup down, it's a special occasion or whatever. But also, ladies, I can tell you that when you're always on the road and you're always having to, like throw on little jogging pants and slides and things like that, sometimes you just want to be a little cute. So this is me on one of those rare occasions, kind of like just putting some makeup on. And because I don't do makeup every day, it's not like it used to be where when I was in college and I went to modeling school and we had all these tricks and trays of putting makeup on. Honey, all of that is different now. Makeup is not makeup in like it used to. Like you just don't put it on no kind of way like you used to. And it's a lot. Like it's a lot to have a beat face, because I be wondering, why do we have to have all of this foundation and concealer and then more makeup and more. It's a lot. Like I don't do all that. As you can see, I took and put a little concealer on. Not even concealer, I put a little foundation on. I was like, let me darken up these brows that seem to get lighter the older we get. Ladies, you know what I'm saying. Like, where are they going? They almost feel like they're disappearing. But I don't do all that, as you can see. Put on a little eyeliner, put on a little concealer, and maybe a little lip gloss. And that's all she wrote, just to feel a little more cute. I was going to say cuter, but I don't know if that's a word in that context in which I tried to say it. But anyway, that's what I was doing right there, guys. So after I did that, I just hopped back in, and I had a lot of stuff that I needed to get done, like some writing and a little bit of work. So that's what I decided to do. I'm actually using him as a desk right there. Like, am I? Yeah. He's actually under there, I think. I can't really remember, but I think I see his feet. His foot, rather. But anyway, so I needed to do some journaling and some just some self-reflection and things like that before I got the day started, like for real. And correction, because we wasn't stuck, we actually was at a delivery and was waiting to be called into a dock. So I decided to just get my computer, and I'm listening to some music, because a lot of times anybody, again, that's been rocking and rolling with us knows that, yeah, he snored like a tsunami is coming in with a rush of water. Like, yeah, our followers be laughing at us. They think it's so funny. But anyway, this is later on after he has gotten up and started to get himself together, because I think they were actually calling us into a dock, and he was doing some things, and I was still messing around on the computer. So sometimes when you're in these docks, guys, it's just unpredictable. That's why you never know really what a work day look like and what goes on, because sometimes you could be in and out like in and out. But there have actually been times like this where we got there late at night and we actually parked, and then we actually had to wait to be called into dock the next morning. Like, I guess it's getting there pretty early, but getting there pretty early sometimes means that you have to wait until your time to go into dock or whatever. But as you can see, I'm sitting there looking crazy. But I actually was trying to figure some things out, because I had been working, you know, on a computer and doing a whole lot of stuff. I think I was writing a book. And those who can hear him snoring now, don't come for me, because yeah, he drove 2,900 miles and he's tired. He was calling himself looking at the Washington Commanders game, but he keep dozing, and I'm all chipping, talking behind him, because I had already taken my nap. Like, I took a nap and I actually slept, I think, longer than him. So we playing musical chairs. Like, I'm awake, he sleep, I'm awake. Like, that's what we doing. But he was talking to me a little minute ago. So it's what we do sometimes, you know. You just be, and that's how that work out. Yeah, that's just how that work out. But anyway, getting back to the video, I think he's doing some paperwork and things like that right now, guys, because you always gotta like sign some papers and make sure they have their copies and everything. And only God knows what I'm really up to back there. I don't know that particular day what I was working on, but that is one of the things that I do try to take advantage of. I don't do as well as I want to do. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you guys. Like, I'm just going to keep that $8. I don't do what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes I get caught up in just riding. Like, there's something relaxing about just being, and sometimes I get up in the front seat. Well, a lot of times I get up in the front seat, and we may have some days that I'm actually running my mouth, we're laughing, we're joking, we're having a good time. But sometimes I just like to get in the front seat, and I like to look at the scenery, and I like to look at the clouds, and it makes you just realize, like, wow, the world is a huge place, and God's tapestry is just amazing. Like, you really, really see a lot on the highways, you know. You really see the difference. Guys, don't even pay me any mind. Like, I think you guys know by now that I will get up in the bed and stand in the bed, like, without a second thought. And what I'm doing probably is just looking for one of my books, because I made that area like one of my little library spaces where I put my books at, and I actually bring enough where I could choose, you know, which book I want. And then I had some paperwork in there, so like my office little space. So I think legitimately was doing some work, you know, because I do take advantage of that time, as I was saying earlier. And I may write some books, I may do some e-books, and make check up on some business things. And because I'm always doing 50 things at one time, write some grants and things like that, I actually sometimes have a lot to do. But it calls for discipline to be able to concentrate, because it really is like just moving your life on the road when you on the road for a long period of time with him. And so yeah, that's what's going on right there. But I think that we finally left the delivery, and we're hungry, right? So he was saying something to me about, okay, let's go grab something to eat, because again, we were still pushed for time, right? We had dropped off something, and so we was on the way to pick up something else, but our time was tight. I can remember this day specifically. So because I remember we didn't have time to go in and actually sit at a restaurant, and it was cool because we had just sat at a restaurant prior to that. And I can remember getting, like, I know he got like a Philly steak or something, but I can't remember what I got. But I think I got some type of burger, I think, and I wasn't too happy with it, because it seemed like they just dropped the burger in the grease and let it soak up with grease. Like, yeah, and you know, I didn't like that, because that calls for bubble guts.